Sorry. Alright. Episode 2 or 3, because we don't know what order we're going to upload them in. Obviously around here we don't plan shit, we just make bangers.
Well, maybe if you don't even say episode 2 or 3 at the beginning, then it'll work, innit?
Ah, welcome back. Kaka.
For another half an hour of pure bants and entertainment.
Half an hour of... No.
Not this time,
This
actually.
time, you know, we've got to actually for once bring something to the table of some substance, because we've had just sheer AIDS until now.
Pretty much.
So now we're going to discuss AIDS. No, we're not. This week, from the clickbait thumbnail, title, and probably even put hashtag clickbait in the title as I always do. So, welcome. If you like clickbait, I love you, mum.
Darren.
So this week we're going to be talking about something that's been in the news a lot recently, which is drill music
And the scene.
And roadman culture, or roadman
Mentality. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah.
Roadman mentality.
And how it's infiltrated the streets of London to the point at which I can't even go to my local corner shop and purchase my dildos. What was that? Wait, why are you kicking the floor?
Alright, so to kick things off, let's start with the most recent news, and that's the fact that Young Spray got stabbed.
Amen.
Yeah, that geezer. He got stabbed at the GRM, what is it?
Rated Awards.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, that literally summarises what we're going to be speaking about in this podcast, in the sense of where we're both from London and where London has come and how much it has fucking capitulated.
Yep.
We are literally... It is becoming a war zone, without doubt.
In a sense, yeah.
It's like, it's covert, but it's still there.
Everyone that is kind of living a middle class life, or a lower class life as well, will go through it. Upper class, probably not. But...
And that's why it triggers me so much when it's all kind of... The whole of what you see in the news is literally generated by the poshest, richest cunts.
Yep.
Like, the stories are always... Drill music. You don't understand anything.
They've got no
You don't
exposure
understand
to it.
the culture. You don't understand what it's like to be in it. You don't understand what it looks like. What it look like. Money, what it look like. You don't understand any of it. And you just sit there in your fucking £3.2 million house in your Bentley coupe, fucking being a cunt. So...
Pretty much. I mean...
Young Spray gets stabbed at GRM Rated Awards.
The irony is that just before he got stabbed, one of the performances, I don't remember who it was or what they were performing. Well, I read this in a news article. Apparently, the performance before Young Spray being stabbed was about... It was kind of like...
Cutting down on knife crime.
Advocating leaving that lifestyle behind and let's move on and not do this anymore, not hurt each other. And then what happens? As soon as that song ends, he gets stabbed. I mean, what more do you want? That literally describes the whole scene.
People are, and this is what I mean, people that don't understand anything, like aka these posh cunts, are literally linking all the violence and murder that's going on in the city to drill music.
I mean, it does play a heavy role.
And what I'm just going to say,
but...
my argument is, yeah, it is big in influencing what's been going on. But fuck me, the way that they're going about it, are you fucking stupid? Oh, let's just ban AM and Skengdo from seeing each other. Let's ban their videos from YouTube. Oh, 6-7 have got a mixtape. Let's ban it from Spotify.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about how human fucking nature works. You tell me, oh, you can't ride that skateboard. I'm gonna ride that skateboard. If you hadn't said shit and that skateboard was just sitting there, I wouldn't give a shit. But the fact that you said I can't do it means I want to do it. You say to these kids, you can't make drill, we're going to block you. The whole essence of drill music is fuck the system. So
you're giving them a reason.
You're giving them even
more.
more of a reason to fucking tell the system to fuck itself.
Yep.
And that was the point I was trying to make, is the preventative measures that are being enforced are laughable. You're not you're not providing any services or thinking, how can we get these kids off of the streets doing something productive?
So they don't have time to brainwash themselves with
drill music. You're literally just being like, ban it off YouTube. And as if this doesn't get re-uploaded. Like that fucking a track AM Attempted. We literally, I typed it in, it was meant to be gone off YouTube. Yeah, it's not on Link Up, but it's on about 7 channels with about 100k views. So, well done.
No, it's so bad that drill music went from being an actual just kind of movement and a style of music to now...
It's also so stale. Like, we were discussing this the other day. OG drill, when you have like... I'm talking UK, not American here. When you have like 6-7 come through with 150 and like... To be honest, that they were the main two back then. But it's like everyone had a different flow. You knew who LD was from his flow. You knew Grizzy, M-Dog, all of them from the flows. Now, every beat is the exact same, and every flow is...
Yeah, it's just the same old drill. But what I mean is that the actual content of the songs has now just turned into...
sheer murder.
Yeah, let me depict myself in the most violent and gruesome possible way.
Yeah.
And make people love me for it.
But it also what we're saying is it becomes comedy. So like if you listen to old 6-7 and 150, we're not saying that they didn't employ violence in the lyrics. They did. But the point was, it wasn't as comedic.
It was more of a story.
Yeah, it was like a narrative. Whereas now it's literally like, I'm laughing because the ops got ran down on.
I stabbed his brother. So
let me laugh at him. Yeah. Like that, we watched a music video of a guy pissing on a road sign because it's in his ops ends.
Yeah.
Pissing on a road sign, mate.
Just because it has the postcode on the bottom right. I mean, if that's not childish in itself, then I don't know what
childish. I think it's just the fact that it's so comedic. Like, if you're listening to old school drill, it's kind of like it's still gritty and foul.
It's just like listening to 50 Cent, for example, where he talks about
his life,
getting shot,
but he's trying to get out. But the thing is, 50's getting out of his life, and once he got out of his life, he got out. Whereas these lot just continue in the trap as well. So it's like they'll make it out of the trap by actually becoming successful artists. Like you're not a criminal anymore. You're an artist now, and you're not escaping. But now it almost becomes a soap opera. Like drill has become a soap opera, which has kind of made it more wet, even in a sense, because it's like, who's beefing who, and what can they say about the other one? Like fucking, it's stupid shit. Like, I saw you with your mom in Tesco. And it's like, that's a lyric. Nice. Fam, I'm buying a meal deal, fam. Leave me.
True. The problem is that it's now, because obviously gang violence has been around for centuries, even dating back to like mafias and stuff, but now it's actually gone from gang on gang violence to gang on everybody
on
violence.
Pedestrian violence.
So
it's happened with you a couple times. So I've had a knife pulled on me 7 times, which is fucking A1. I love that shit though.
Same, not as many, but I've had knives pulled on me as well.
And it was when you were with me as well.
Yeah. So maybe you're just like a magnet.
I'm a shank magnet, mate.
Stainless steel.
I need to jump on this drill shit. If I jumped on this drill shit, I'll blow, mate. I'm a shank magnet.
Shank magnet.
Nice. Every time a knife's been pulled on me, all 7 times, they've got nothing out of it. They haven't even tried mugging me. Like, they don't even go like, what have you got? Give me this. It's not like back in the day when people would be like, give me your phone, give me your wallet. It literally, they go there, they're like, do you think you're hard? And I'm like,
no, the worst one is, why are you looking at me?
Yeah.
I mean...
it's like, are you scared I'm gonna fuck you in the arse or something? It's like, I walk down my road and it's like, are you preying? Shank comes out. It's like,
what are you, like North Korea trying to censor my vision?
Literally.
You can't look left, only look right.
These fuckers would probably put a shank on Stevie Wonder saying, what's he looking at? Fucking cunts. Like, literally. Is my man preying me? Yeah, I want to fuck you in your fat arse, mate.
Okay.
I love a bit of it.
Jesus Christ, okay. Right. Well, we know what the bloody clickbait on this one's going to be.
What?
The
Ronnie Bose goes anal.
She's going to be like an arsehole with a red arrow pointing at it.
Hold tight the red arrows. They're not just good fucking pilots. They're good traffic pilots as well. YouTube traffic.
But yeah, so for example with me, it was the whole thing of, there was this immensely scruffy Mackenzie tracksuit wearing like
Cunt.
Full on.
Don't know why I said that. Cunt. But he was a cunt.
Just chilling at a bus stop, and obviously we were coming back from lunch, so
it was during college. So this was a few years ago.
Yeah,
me, you, and one of our other mates were coming back from lunch at college.
Yeah.
We're literally walking on a main road, broad day,
next to our college.
This
as
is the
well.
epitome of a J House broad day booting, mate.
Yep. We've obviously got like rucksacks on and shit with all of our pens and crap. So we're walking down the road.
We're bait college kids.
Yeah, we're walking down the road, and I'm dressed in a pretty expensive outfit. So I've got like my North Face puffer jacket on.
Okay.
I've got my.
Don't try and act like you got money.
No, that's not what I'm trying. I'm just trying to say. I had like an Armani watch on me, iPhone, blah, all of this kind of crap, right?
It's all fake. It's all fake.
Yeah, of course. 20 quid Camden Town.
Hold that China.
Camden Market. We walk past, and I probably like look at him for a split second, just like
to actually acknowledge just how bummy and vile this cretin is.
But it wasn't even that. It was just the kind of thing like, you know, when you're just walking, your eyes will just dart around, just taking in your surroundings, basically. I wasn't even... I wasn't interested in him whatsoever.
Hey, mate, don't lie, you did want to fuck him a little bit. You were interested in him.
Just a little bit. And then he all of a sudden just approaches...
Yeah, the mud buck!
For fuck's sake! So he just approaches and pulls out a knife, and he just stands there going, "What do you think you're looking at, cuz? What are you looking at?" Just all this kind of shit.
Oh, can we just say, right? I want to actually put this... I want you to picture this. He pulls out a green bandana with about half or to 1 inch shank, like, wrapped inside it.
Yeah, so it was probably something like a potato peeler.
Potato peeler. Like, literally, Donnie pulls out a potato peeler wrapped in a bandana, and he puts it up to your fucking chest, and he's just like, "Are you looking at me?"
No. The worst part is, and every fucking B-Tech roadman says this, it's come round the corner. If you've really got the fucking bollocks to shank me right here and now, fucking do it. Because I'm not coming round no fucking corner for you to stab me. Am I an idiot?
It's like, I love it though, but it's like, it's come round the corner, it's like, for what? Like,
exactly.
What is my aim here? So you've got a knife, I haven't.
Like, I know I want to bun your batty, but can we at least do it in like a Premier
Can I at least fuck you? Can I at least fuck you in the arse in a great, you know, like, romantic scenery?
Yeah, at least like on the main road.
Let me light some candles. Broad day booted. I want to light some candles. Put my foot in your ass, you know?
And it's just literally like, at the end of it, so this is where the whole thing of me dressing up in a sort of kind of...
eye-catching way.
Yeah. He didn't attempt to take anything off of me. At the end of it, he didn't even do anything. I just stood there and I was like, I'm not coming around the corner.
Can we also say that he literally had this random guy with him who was just a sideman that looked like he did an accounting degree. And he was just standing there with him. And I was like... we were bare confused after. I remember being like, was that guy actually with that guy? Was he just...
Or was he trying to stab him too?
Because the guy with the knife literally looked like your average crackhead, like, roadman.
Trap house fucking beat.
Trap house roadman, like, crackhead fucker. And then the guy with him was, like, well-dressed, like, maintained, just a normal bloke.
Yeah, just a normal bloke.
What the fuck? How did you two come across each other?
Exactly.
You must be anal buddies.
But yeah, like, I just stood there and I was like, I'm not coming round the corner. And he tried to threaten me with a knife, and I was like, okay, but I'm still not coming around the corner.
And then basically, he gave up.
Looking at you.
He gave up. We walk on, and then
all of a sudden, a switch just triggers in his head, and he's like, "Oh fuck, no, let me try again." So he runs back out, and he's like, "Oh no, come back." It's like the only other thing that he said when we did come back was, "Why were you preeing me?" It's like, for fuck's sake, you should call me back to say the same thing.
And don't you remember after that there were 3 girls that were coming back. Girls from our college coming back.
Yeah.
So they were literally like just behind us, and we walked on. Then the guy pulled a knife on them.
Yeah. And
just started harassing them. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, is that entertainment?
Just as a like little a little bit of information, we didn't actually know he pulled the knife on them until we got back to college.
Yeah, and then someone told us.
Because obviously, if we'd seen that, we would have gone back and been like, leave him alone, like fuck off. But we obviously like walked on, and then it happened behind us, so we didn't know about it. It was when we got back to college and we
told people about it, and they were like, they also he was pulling a knife.
Okay, when we say we told people, it wasn't like teachers, it was just our boys and stuff. We were just like, oh yeah, some fucking weirdo just tried fucking shanking me. obviously they were like, oh yeah, let's come get him. And I was like, fuck him, there's no point. And then that's when the girls like walked past and overheard, and they were like, oh yeah, he tried it with us too. And then we were like, for fuck's sake.
Like, so come on, man.
It's literally middle of the week when everyone's at fucking school, and he was around our age as well, and he wasn't that much older. So unless if he had been kicked out of school, or he just decided to never attend.
I mean, he definitely couldn't spell school if you asked him to.
Oh, definitely not.
But the point of that story is to basically show, like, I've even, one of the times, I'm not going to go into detail on it now, but I've even had a knife pulled on me on my own doorstep.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm going into my house, and a crackhead pulls a shank on me, and he's like, "Oi!"
For the sole purpose of he thought
I was selling drugs because I was
his territory,
on that guy's territory, right? Because I'm wearing a North Face puffer, and I was cycling, and I was coming back from my mate's house, and it was like midnight.
And then the most ironic bit is he was wearing a fucking helmet.
I'm wearing a
cycling helmet.
Fucking cycle helmet. I couldn't have looked more fucking aristocratic if I tried. Like, okay, North Face puffer, yep. Bike, yep. Cycle helmet. Hello there, I'm Damien, who are you?
Yeah, and
I'm gonna shank your mum, blood.
It's not to say it was like some crappy bust up bicycle. It's like literally like a kind of road bike. What would you call it?
Oh, no,
like
it is a shit bike.
I thought it was one of the...
No, it's a proper shit.
Okay, cool. Right.
It's a bust-up piece of shit.
Right, but the helmet should have given it away that you weren't doing anything apart from fucking trying to get home.
To be fair, though, I mean, if Izzy Gibbs can wear ski goggles in a freestyle, I might start wearing helmets in rap videos. I might make a drill track. Do you want to make a drill track together? I'll wear a cycle helmet.
Oh, God.
Maybe you can, like...
All right, well, we've got our ad-lib sorted. It's literally just... Caw-caw!
It's like, pull up with a block with a gang. Caw-caw! You don't want to step to a man. Caw-caw!
Birds on birds. Caw-caw!
I got birds on birds in my car. Pigeon.
But yeah, it's just the fact that like the whole point is that it's now spreading onto people that have no kind of affiliation with any of this crap. I mean, we don't either.
Yeah.
And it's just like we've been targeted so many times.
Basically, young people are just thrown under the bus with this shit.
Yeah. And now it's even come down to it doesn't even matter if you look like your attire is kind of road in a sense. You could be wearing a full-on suit.
Yeah, they'll still put a shank on you.
They'll still stop you for stupid reasons.
The point that I wanted to raise was, in terms of the drill music argument, what I do agree with is that it glorifies the lifestyle to the point where kids are growing up listening to it, which is vile, when lyrics are literally like, dip man's face till the blood turn blue and shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what the fuck? Imagine Elvis Presley going like, dip man's face, blood turn blue, put my shank out, fucked you too. Like, is that what it's come to now? It's like you want to be on like Capital Extra, whipping around with your Uber driver. Hey, boss man, give me your aux cord. He asks you the aux, like, hey, shank your mum. Hey, man's gonna fuck your bum. Hey.
The thing is that they actually do that though.
But this is what I'm trying to say is that when we were younger, kids dressed normally. Like, kids would literally... We were normal kids. We weren't nerds and we weren't roadmen. We were just normal. Like, you'd catch us... I'd be wearing fucking Nike blazers and, like, jeans and a jacket.
Now,
every man... Like, I'm talking, like... Man, I don't want to call them men. They're fucking boys.
Kids,
like, every kid... You'll see, like, 13-year-olds with ear piercings, shaved heads... And literally
slits
all black.
In their eyebrows.
Slits in their eyebrows, wearing all black.
Yeah.
And how the fuck has a balaclava become common attire? I mean, Nike have sold them, mate, and it sold out.
Yeah.
Nike retailed a balaclava as streetwear, and a fucking model is literally wearing it like a roadman.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, it's also a type of thing where, like, now you're actually getting kids with cojones the size of men. So you get like these
13-year-olds that will pull a shank on you.
Yeah, I remember like back in the day when I was young, it would be the type of thing where like if you see an older, or elder I should say, fucking spastic, not in a sense avoid them, but you wouldn't start shit with them 100%.
Definitely not.
Like, I'm a fucking like 3 foot fucking 11-year-old. I'm not exactly going to try step to like a fucking 5 foot 17-year-old, am I? 5 foot, okay, he must be a midget.
5 foot! Jesus Christ!
6 foot 17-year-old. So, whilst now, you'll literally get like a 13-year-old try and hype up to you, and it's like, you do realise I could tie my hand to my fucking knob and still beat the shit out.
But the thing is, you say that, but then you actually can't do anything because they genuinely have a knife.
Yeah.
And it's like...
No, but But it's not even just the fact that they genuinely have a knife. It's the fact that they are then backed by elders that also have knives. So
but then that was there when we were kids. Like, I remember you'd start fights with some kids that were dodgy, and like they'd be, you know, that you can't fuck with them even if they're wet because they've got cousins. It's in inverted commas. I'll get my cousin on you was a classic primary school, secondary school line.
But that would be the type of thing where there would be conflict between you two. But it was very rare that you'd get a 13-year-old just try and
just
start
jump
something
on you for nothing.
Yeah, whilst now, it's like you go on Instagram and you see all these videos of like 13-year-olds wearing like fucking Nike Ballies, dashing eggs at bus drivers.
Yeah, literally. Right.
Getting in Ubers and running off, not paying, punching Uber drivers. It's like, come on, the guy's just trying to do his job.
Mate, acid attacks. Fucking acid. Well. No, like, it's not even like man's pulling a joke anymore. I'm not even... Okay, so we lost fist fights. They're well gone. Then we moved on to knives. Then guns came. Acid.
Yep.
I mean, fuck right off. So I'm basically living scarred for the rest of my life for your entertainment. This is the thing, yeah? Like, back in the day, you could at least say that when Mandem were, like, carrying knives around the ends, it was for protection. Like, mostly...
Yeah, they wouldn't just pull it on a random person walking past. Now, it's not for protection. Now, it's just for...
Bants.
Yeah.
These man, like, the fucking kids that were 15 years old... When I was 15, I was playing FIFA 12 and wanking. So these fuckers were driving down main roads on a bike, throwing acid at civilians.
Mm-hmm. So this is the progression. You've got knives for protection. Then you had knives for intimidation so they could steal your phone. Now you don't even have...
Now you have knives for entertainment.
Now it's just knives for entertainment and for... kind of
Mate, soon we're gonna go cinema and just get stabbed by the fucking bellboy, the usher. The usher's just gonna come out with a shotty. Like, give me your popcorn, cuz.
Then you have bloody acid attacks. I mean, you've already low-key got people with shitty, like, 1970s sawn-offs that they roll around with, shooting at people.
Well, there was that done, like, literally 5 minutes, like, a 5-minute walk from my own yard a couple years ago that literally just walked into the wrong house and just shot someone's head off with a sawn-off. Like, and then it was mistaken identity. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the guy knows that when his head's literally in 8,000 pieces on his own floor,
just splattered on the walls. Like,
it's just vile. But my thing is, like,
I mean, I don't even know why I called it the progression, because it's not
regression.
It's regression,
But mate, it's what it is for me as well. It's when we were kids, it was never cool to be a roadman. Like, even if you listen to if you listen to like OG rappers from the UK, like even Skepta, like, and people like that, now that they're massive and they're global artists, they try and big up as much as they can that look where I'm at, look where I came. Like, even one Skepta lyric I remember is like, "Mum, man's on the roads, text her a love heart, text her a rose. What's the use to these cars and clothes? If man don't want to do it, I'ma get it on my own," or some shit. But it's like, the point of the lyric there is like, I've been on the roads and I got out, and like, it's like, I remember like texting my mum, my life was shit.
But that's
it was never bigged up. It was never like, oh yeah, I'm on the roads, I'm fucking cool.
Yeah, and if anything, what was bigged up was, I came from a shit place
and I've done bit,
made my way out of it.
I'm a made man,
some way or another. And it's like,
but now these kids are brought up in an era where, especially with the immersion in technology, where all they see on their social media is this bullshit soap opera of drill artists. Like, oh, YB just chefed AM chefed someone from 1011.
This guy pissed on the roadside.
Literally, it's like, oh, he pissed in his boy's ends. It's like, what are we, dogs?
They bricked his mum. It's like, fucking
dogs
hell.
Piss in fucking ends to
like mark their territory. But it's basically the same shit. It's just dogs. They're fucking dogs.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, mate.
Yeah, fully. It's like, oh, let me beat as many fucking females as I can. And let me piss everywhere to mark my territory.
Yeah, I'm pissing in people's areas, killing them and fucking their women.
Yeah.
It's literally
dog-eat-dog world.
Dog-eat-dog world.
Yeah.
Where's the legislation?
And police do nothing about it.
Fuck all.
They've implemented absolutely nothing. So they get rid of stop searches. They see murder rates and crime rates rise, and they still do nothing about it. It's like, come on. It doesn't take a genius to realise that every news article every week is, there's been a rise in knife crime by like 7% this week. Great.
But it's always drill music as well. It's like, shut up with the drill music. Like, yeah, cool. But what the fuck is the public sector
doing? Blame it on that as well, but at least do something to combat this. Thing.
But can we also say, like, me and you always say this, drill music is fucking music. We used to play GTA as kids, and We didn't go around stealing cars and shooting people.
Yeah.
Same way that I can listen to 410, I can listen to fucking RV and Heady One and bop my head because the beat's hard.
Eddie.
Man like Eddie. And I can bop my head and like we can drive along and be like, this is a fucking banger. You should know better.
Yep.
Yeah. And if he says something like, pull up on the ops, like shoot him or some shit.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm going to swerve the car and crash into pedestrians.
It doesn't mean I'm like, oi, I beg we just pull up on the ops block right now, take a piss and shoot his mum.
Yeah.
Like, so, okay, you want to blame drill music? Cool, you can. But B, also, if you're actually listening to it and thinking, oh yeah, like LD said he want to stab someone, so I'm going to do it. It's the same thing. It's like, even Eminem back in the day, like, on the Marshall Mathers LP, he literally takes the piss out of this whole argument by saying, I never knew. The track is like called Never Knew or something. I can't remember. It's I never knew I would get this big. I never knew I'd attract this kid to like kill his mom or some shit. Right, and he basically raps about, you lot say that because I say shit on the microphone that I'm to blame for people killing people. What?
Yeah.
What? You can listen to AM and Skengdo and just laugh at like the lyrics if they're that funny. Like, yeah, they're gruesome and vile, but it's like, it doesn't mean I'm going to do it.
It's affecting kids, that's why.
But we're adults, so we just laugh at it.
Yeah. Just bringing it back to the whole, like, police thing. I was going to say, you've got, like, all of these, like, moped thieves. And, like, you watch just, like, police cars chasing a moped. You do realise just driving behind him at 70 miles an hour is going to do nothing. He's just going to turn off into a side road or onto, like, an alleyway or some stuff. You won't be able to catch him. It's like, they don't ram them, they don't do anything. It's like, I'm sorry, but if you've got two fuckers on a stolen motorcycle with balaclavas on, probably carrying acid and knives and shit, if you're a policeman chasing them, or policewoman chasing them, fucking ram them off the road. Not only have you stolen someone's motorbike that they worked hard for to buy, possibly they might be doing tax fraud or some shit, but that's not the point. Not only have they stolen that, but they're also risking so many like innocent people's lives by the way they're driving
for entertainment. Have you ever seen the film Harry Brown about
no.
Michael Caine like coming back on all the scumbags?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, mate, it's a sick film. The intro of that is literally what we're talking about. The intro scene to that film is this film set in London, if you haven't seen it. And, mate, it's disgusting. The intro is two guys driving around in a park on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And they pull up on a mum with a baby in a buggy and they shoot her in the head and they laugh.
Right.
That's literally the intro of the film, and it's basically shot on a GoPro to make it look like...
Oh, let me guess. The government's soon gonna pull that off the internet as well because it might.
Yeah, it might. That was actually really funny. I gotta go shoot mothers.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake!
And watch their prams roll down the hill.
Life has become GTA. I don't understand.
People are stupid. You get very stupid people
that will
follow stupid trends. That's why we should have police doing stuff to prevent that. Same way that you have like crackheads. So we've got legislation against that. And you've got kind of some sort of stable level, so it's not.
But the thing is, can we just say this? Right. So they're removing drill videos from YouTube, but you clearly know, for example, like let's take any rapper that even wears a mask, right? So the police will know who that person is because they're always associated with someone else. RV, no one knows what he looks like, but he's associated with Heady One, so I'm pretty sure that the police can tell who he actually is, or like etc. Anyone that wears a mask. So if you're telling me that they're actually criminals that you guys want to arrest, because they're even now saying like we're going to use drill music videos in court as evidence, instead of removing a video from YouTube, if you know that these guys are criminally active, right? Active. If you know that they're active, then go to where you know they are and catch them doing the crime. Don't just sit at home and lock off videos.
This is what I'm going to say. The worst part is that the police 100% know exactly where they are, who they are, what they're doing. And what I mean by this is, so we've driven past like this road many times. It's kind of like it's a
main road in the area that literally you have to go through to get to different parts of our area. That's
pretty much. Okay, yeah. So the road goes through a family-friendly zone. You have tourists that go there as well because there's like
a
monuments and that kind of stuff. Yeah, and recently you just get fuckers parking on the pavement.
All up the pavement as well. We're not talking like one or two. We're talking the entire pavement of this
has turned into a car park. and they will stop there and they will do drugs. They
Drug
will sell
deals.
drugs.
I'm telling you, I reckon on an estimate, at least 12 bags a night is being made there in money off drug deals. Like the amount of white and brown I see going left and right. And it's like, we know it's there. The police definitely know.
I was driving behind a police car the other day that literally just drove past them. So they definitely know they are there. They definitely know it's a problem, because where else are you ever allowed to park up on a pavement? Nowhere.
And not only that, it's private land. Like, that road is owned by the
monument
party
holders
that own the monument.
Yeah.
So it's A, trespassing, and B, so many criminal activities going down there, whether it be drug consumption or selling of drugs.
Yeah, so it's like the police definitely know it's happening, but they don't want to do anything.
I've even been in a car going past it, yeah, and there's literally, I saw a group of 5 guys in Bally's filming a drill video.
They'll take that off of YouTube, but they just won't stop it whilst it's in action.
It's like lovely.
I mean,
great stuff, great. great. My whole thing has always been, which is my problem with the legal system and legality in this country, is that they choose what they want to impose.
Yeah, if you want
to impose legislation, you impose legislation. Whether it be, I don't know, I fucking nicked a 5-piece sweet from the corner shop, or I shank you. Give me what my sentence is. Give me my sentence. Don't just, we know that they do drugs there, but can we really be bothered tonight? Nah, clock off, lads. No. You know that you'll get away with it, and the problem just continues.
It doesn't just continue, it grows. And
because it influences other people to be like, I can get away with it. As
we've seen in London, it has grown at some astronomical rate. It's fully gone in a couple of years. It's gone from London, one of the cities of like the most CCTV and crap, to literally like Chirac.
Yeah.
If you agree or disagree with any of our views, we'd love to know what your opinion is. So.
All 33 viewers, yeah? All 8 subs. Mash up the comment section. Mash it up.
If this...
Mash it like work on the ops, cuz. If you see your op, if you see your grandma...
Piss on their road sign, you get me.
If you see your grandma and she's moving with her op, juke her down. I don't care. She's not moving right, cuz.
She can't be violating you like that. Anyway, if this somehow does blow and if we do have...
If you do have roadmen trying to kill us, I don't actually want to die, so please don't kill me.
I'll like your trap video.
Yeah,
I'll show love if you show love back.
We will like with the Squawkers YouTube channel.
Follow for follow.
Follow for swallow? Oh wait, no, they don't. No, they're going to think I'm gay now. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, if they come for me with a knife, I'll just pull down my pants, and then they'll definitely run away.
If they come at you with a knife, just say, "Would you like to see my juker, sir?" If they're like, "You're not carrying," just pull down your pants and run at them.
I'm pretty sure if I run around holding my dick doing a helicopter, somehow the whole thing slid in.
Alright, it's not that big. Don't over exaggerate.
That's not what your mum said. Leave a like.
Whoa!
Leave a like. Shut up, fuck off, man. Suck my dick. Leave a like, subscribe, and suck
follow for follow.
Yeah, swallow me.
Alright.
Okay.